Chosen one, you've noticed it, haven't you? Ever since you can remember, there's always been someone trying to bring you down, dim your light, make you doubt yourself. This is no coincidence. What they see in you is something you might not fully recognize in yourself yet, your unshakable strength. They hate you, not because you've done anything wrong, but because you are indestructible. Your light is so intense that it exposes the darkness they try to hide. Being chosen isn't easy, it's a responsibility few can bear. But you, even in the toughest battles, always rise, always find a way to win. You see, ordinary people don't attract this much resistance, they don't provoke this much envy. But you are different, and that stirs an instinctive reaction in those who prefer to remain in the shadows. They feel threatened by you, even if they can't explain why. You represent everything they tried to suppress in themselves: courage, authenticity, and a spirit that doesn't bow to storms. Chosen ones, the truth is, many hate you because when they look at you, they see a reflection of who they could have been if they had the strength to stay true to themselves. But instead of drawing inspiration from you, they choose to attack you. Remember this when you feel the weight of judgment, envy, and unfair criticism. Their anger isn't really directed at you, it's directed at who they've allowed themselves to become. Your presence, your authenticity, exposes truths they're afraid to confront. You're not loved by everyone because you weren't born to please. You were born to transform, to challenge what's considered impossible, to break the patterns that limit others. And that mission will unsettle many because the path you walk is one that few dare to take. So, every time you feel people trying to tear you down, remember this: it's confirmation that you're doing something extraordinary. They don't hate those who are stagnant, who pose no threat to change the world. Chosen ones, they hate you because they know that no matter how hard they try to knock you down, you will always rise. You are indestructible because your strength comes from a place they will never understand. And it is precisely that strength that makes you the chosen one, the one destined to break barriers and walk a path that few have the courage to tread. You are living proof that when someone is guided by the Spirit, no darkness can extinguish their light. I know that sometimes you wonder why people don't understand you, why they seem to avoid or attack you without any apparent reason. And I need you to understand something very important: your energy is unsettling. What they can't stand about you is precisely the strength that radiates from your spirit. When you walk into a room, you change the energy of the space. When you speak, your voice resonates in a way that reaches people on a deep level. They hate you because you make them feel things they've tried to bury for so long: their fears, insecurities, and failures. You are a mirror that reflects both the best and the worst in others. Chosen ones, believe me, not everyone is ready to face their own reflection. When you shine, you force them to confront their own shadows, the dark corners of their soul they'd rather keep hidden. That's why they try to dim your light, to make you smaller, to convince you that you're not as strong as you seem. They can't handle the fact that, even when everything conspires against you, you don't break. And that's your greatest threat: you are living proof that true strength cannot be contained. This is where you need to stand even firmer. They will try to destabilize you, they'll want to see you give up because your resilience is like a thorn that pricks at their weaknesses. When they fail to bring you down, they panic because they realize there's something about you that's untouchable to them. They may throw stones, spread lies, but deep down, they know none of it truly shakes you. What sustains you is not something they can understand, it's your connection to something greater, your life's mission, your indestructible essence. Chosen ones, keep moving forward without fear. The path of the chosen is indeed lonely, but it's also filled with a purpose that few are fortunate enough to experience. While they waste time trying to extinguish your flame, you must continue lighting new ones, inspiring others who are also awakening to their own strength. The truth is, you weren't born to be understood by everyone. You were born to awaken those who are ready, to challenge the status quo, and above all, to stand firm in your truth. Let them hate you, let them try to bring you down, that is just another confirmation that you are indestructible. There is a truth you need to accept once and for all: the hatred they feel for you is never really about you, but about what you represent. They see that you don't need their approval to move forward. Your ability to rise, even in the face of the worst challenges, is an affront to those who have built their lives around external validation. You are a free soul in a world that tries to imprison everything it cannot control. Chosen ones, this awakens in them a primal fear, a fear that drives them to attack you, to criticize you, hoping to see you hesitate. The truth is, you carry an inner flame that cannot be extinguished, a strength that defies their logic. They don't understand how you stand firm when the wind blows fiercely against you. They hate you because you possess a peace they've never been able to find, even surrounded by all the things they try to use to fill their inner void. You are living proof that there is something greater, something beyond what can be explained or controlled. And that certainty in your eyes, that unshakable faith in your heart, makes them see you as a threat. Chosen ones, they want to see you fall because if you give in, it would confirm that the strength you demonstrate is an illusion, and that would ease the burden of confronting their own weaknesses. But every time you rise, every time you refuse to give up, you prove that there is a power within you that they can never break. They may mock your ideas, try to steal your energy, or make you doubt your path, but nothing can change the fact that you were chosen for something greater. And that is exactly what torments them. You carry a mission that, no matter how hard they try, they will never be able to destroy. Now is the time for you to align even more deeply with your purpose. Use their hatred as fuel for your journey. Every attack is a sign that you are on the right path, that you are breaking chains that hold many captive. They hate you because, deep down, they know you are indestructible, not because you are perfect, but because you are authentic. Keep moving forward, even when the path is steep, even when they try to make you stumble. You were born to be a light in a world that often revels in darkness. And because of that, you are and always will be indestructible. You've noticed it, haven't you? The more you grow, the more you move toward your purpose, the harder they try to pull you down. They're bothered by your light because your evolution exposes how stagnant they are. But listen, you cannot dim your light to make others feel comfortable. You weren't born to fit in, to be accepted by those trapped in their own fears. They hate you because, despite all the traps they set in your path, you don't let yourself be defeated. You are a force that cannot be tamed. Chosen ones, what they don't understand is that every attempt to destroy you only makes you stronger, more resilient. While they waste time trying to make you fall, you're busy building something greater, something they can't even imagine. Every obstacle they throw at you becomes a stepping stone that takes you even higher. They hate you because, to you, failure isn't the end, it's just another opportunity to reinvent yourself, to rise even more determined. They may try to isolate you, but they don't realize that your strength comes from within, from a deep connection to who you truly are. And I know that sometimes you feel the weight of loneliness, the exhaustion of constantly having to prove yourself. But let me remind you, the chosen always walk lonely paths before they're recognized. Those with a greater mission to fulfill cannot afford to live in the shadows of other people's fears. They hate you because you are indestructible, because you refuse to be shaped by what they expect of you. And that is your greatest power. You don't need their permission to be who you are. You didn't come here to be understood, you came to transform, to break chains that no one else has the courage to touch. So stay firm. Keep following your truth, even if it unsettles others, even if it draws hatred from those who prefer to remain in darkness. The more you advance, the clearer it becomes that you are a force destined to transform everything around you. Chosen ones, you are indestructible not because you are immune to difficulties, but because you never give up. They hate you because, in a world where so many let themselves be broken, you rise, day after day, stronger than before. And while they're still trying to figure out how it's possible, you'll already be far ahead, blazing new trails, illuminating new paths, proving that true strength comes from within. I know that by now, you've noticed the pattern. The more you move forward, the stronger the resistance you face. And now, more than ever, they're trying to make you believe you're not capable, that you don't deserve what you've achieved. But I need you to deeply understand something. This opposition is confirmation that you're on the right path. They hate you because, even in the most violent storms, you keep walking with your head held high. They feel the weight of your presence because your soul carries a strength that cannot be broken. Chosen one, you are the kind of person who leaves a trail of transformation wherever you go. And that's exactly what scares those who fear change. They prefer the comfort zone of mediocrity, while you strive to become the best version of yourself. When they attack you, they're not just trying to hurt you, they're desperately trying to keep the world exactly as it is because they fear what your light might expose. They can't stand to see someone living in alignment with their own truth because it forces them to question the lies they tell themselves. And so, they turn against you, not because you're wrong, but because you're a threat to their status quo. It's crucial that you never let their hatred become a burden you carry. Instead, use that energy as fuel to rise even higher. Let their criticism become stepping stones that propel you forward. Let every attempt to hurt you be just another brick you use to build your empire. Because, you see, they only attack you because they can't ignore you. Your light is so intense that it becomes impossible for them to pretend you're not there. They hate you because, even in silence, you shine, because your presence alone is a declaration that you are indestructible. So, keep moving forward without looking back. Don't let the noise of their hatred drown out the voice of your heart. Remember that the chosen were never meant to please everyone around them. They were meant to awaken, to challenge, to change the course of things. And you are one of these rare chosen ones, those who, despite their scars, continue to rise stronger, wiser, and more determined. They hate you because they can't control you, because your strength doesn't come from anything they can take away. You are indestructible, and that is something no one, absolutely no one, can ever take from you. The time has come for you to understand, once and for all, that no matter how much they try to sabotage you, your essence is like a fire that cannot be extinguished. They feel an almost obsessive need to attack you because, as they see you overcome obstacles, they realize how trapped they still are in the chains they forged for themselves. They hate you because you refuse to be bound. Because every time they try to suffocate you, you emerge even stronger, more determined, more aware of your power. This frustrates them because all they ever wanted was to see you give in, as they have given in so many times. They watch you from a distance, searching for a crack, a weakness they can exploit. But what they don't understand is that your weaknesses are also your strength. Yes, you have felt fear, you have stumbled, you have had nights when you thought about giving up. But instead of breaking you, those moments have strengthened you. Chosen ones, they hate you because you've turned pain into fuel for your journey. What they see as your vulnerabilities are, in fact, what make you invincible. Every scar you carry is a reminder that you have survived, that you always find a way to keep standing. Understand that this hatred is, at its core, a distorted form of admiration. They attack you because they envy the freedom you have won, the courage you show with every step you take. Deep down, they want to be like you, but instead of seeking that transformation in themselves, it's easier for them to try to bring you down. Your authenticity is an uncomfortable mirror for those who have lived in denial. They hate you because you are living proof that it is possible to live a life guided by spirit, purpose, and truth, not by the chains of fear and conformity. Chosen ones, choose not to be shaken. Every time you feel the weight of resistance, know that it is simply the universe confirming you are heading in the right direction. The higher you rise, the stronger the opposing wind, but also the more magnificent the view from the top. You are indestructible because your strength doesn't rely on external circumstances but on an infinite source that lives within you. They may try to bring you down, but they will never extinguish the flame that burns in your soul. Keep walking with the certainty that you are the chosen one, destined to transform, to inspire, to challenge all that seems impossible. Chosen ones, your divine intuition has brought you here. If you feel you are chosen and that your energy needs protection, join this channel. Comment 777 and subscribe to the channel to receive more videos. Now, let's enter the silence.